channel, Celine King and Chimela the King. If you're new here, you're highly welcome. Please kindly subscribe to my channel and watch the video to the end so you can tell me what you think in the comment section and like this video. Today we're going to be cooking rice and beans jollof. I'm going to show you a healthy recipe that you're going to love so much. Alright, join my kitchen and let's get to it. Alright, today I'm going to start with seasoning of the chicken. This is just one whole chicken. It's old layer. That is why the body parts are so small. For the chicken to be very tasty, I would have to first put the chicken inside the empty pot. Add the medium-sized diced onions, ground garlic, just 2 cloves, ground ginger. The portion is just the size of my index finger. I don't know how else I would explain the size. If you know, kindly tell me in the comment section. I'll be glad to know. Thyme, curry powder, chicken stock powder, and salt to taste. Then mix the whole seasonings with the chicken as much as possible, making sure that all gets to every part of the chicken. I'm trying my best here. You can do better than me, I know. Just have fun while doing this. You can even sing. Almost there, finishing touches and done. Close the lid and allow to cook for some minutes without water. You can add water now, enough to cook the chicken. Like this quantity will be enough because of the size of the pot I'm using. Close the lid, allow it to cook till it's tenderized. The chicken is cooked. This is how I check using the fork. So now I'll have to take it out from the pot one by one, leaving only the stock in the pot. I would have to use a strainer to sieve out some things that I wouldn't want to see in my food, like bones or debris of ginger. Now I have a clear chicken stock to use. Okay, the next thing is to measure out the quantity of rice and beans that I'll be cooking. I'm using this cup you are seeing on the screen. It's one of the cups that I use in Lagos markets for measurements. This one is called half derica cup. So whenever you hear half derica, just know that they mean this. So I'm measuring out 1/2 derica cup of rice and beans each. Here they are, like fraternal twins. So I'm going to cook the beans and the rice separately in 2 different pots. Starting with the beans, I'm placing a pot of water on the cooker to boil for the parboiling. Washing the beans thoroughly. You can wash it like 2 to 3 times to get a clear water like this. Please, while washing, do not rub too much or you may end up removing the seed coats. Drain the water out and pour into the pot of boiling water. Stir. Allow it to boil for 10 minutes, then sieve the water out. The reason for this procedure is to get rid of some natural and unnatural harmful chemical substances like phytates, oxalates, and some traces of pesticides used in the storage process. Some people soak their beans overnight for this same reason. For me, parboiling is enough. So now I'm pouring water into the beans to cook it properly for some minutes. This type of beans here is called oloyin. It takes like 25 to 30 minutes to cook. Checking properly, it is almost cooked and the whole water has evaporated. and this is exactly how I want it. So I will have to set it aside and place another water for rice parboiling. Wash the rice properly, drain the water. And pour inside the boiling water. Stir and close the lid. Allow to boil for about 5 minutes. Open the lid, stir and sieve the water out. Transfer it back to the pot. And set aside. So now I have to blend the tomatoes and Tatashi together with the use of blender. Luckily today there is electricity up NEPA. So I'm blending 5 fresh medium-sized tomatoes and 3 big-sized bell peppers. I will pour the mixture into the pot and allow it to boil until all the water evaporates, leaving only the tomatoes and the dashi residue. I'm stirring it now to avoid burning. At the same time, allow more water to evaporate. When there is no traces of water anymore, I will pour the chicken stock and stir. For me, I don't need to add vegetable oil or fry the tomatoes. The oil from the chicken stock is okay. So I'm adding the crayfish, ground onions, Scotch bonnet pepper, seasoning powder, curry powder, and salt to taste. Stir and cover it to cook for some minutes. We'll have to taste. Now it's good to go. Mixing time. This is how I mix. I will first lay the foundation with a small portion of rice, followed by a small portion of the beans. Then rice again, and the beans again. It will continue like this until the whole rice and beans are poured into the pot. The reason for this procedure is to enable proper mixing by the time the food will be ready. Have you clicked the like button yet? Please click or else I won't give you this food by the time it will be ready. So now I'll have to pour the sauce into the pot. I don't stir at this point to avoid burning. This is my way and it's been working for me. I will only stir when everything is done. So I'll have to turn on the cooker and cover the lid. Both the rice and beans are well cooked now, and the remaining sauce water about to vanish. I will have to stir now for even distribution of the ingredients. The aroma of this food is causing clustering behind the scene. Hey, you know what I mean. So now I'll have to add some diced green bell pepper. This is optional. I'm adding it because I want some greens in the food. Now it's ready. I won't give anybody that did not like this video. Have you liked it yet? Like and tell me what you think in the comment section. So I will put the chicken in the grilling pan, not too long because it's already been cooked. Now it's ready. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching and bye.